Hello everybody. This week, once again, I'm back on another cruise. But this time, I'm on board the MSC Meraviglia, which can only mean one thing.
It's ship tour and review time.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am the Busman, and this is another episode of On the Road. This channel is your gateway to all of my travel tips, guidance, and advice on all things related to motorcycling, motovlogging, cruise, and destination vacations. For those of you watching who have already subscribed to my channel, double thumbs up, thank you very much. It is appreciated. With your support, my channel continues to grow on my drive towards 1,000 subscribers. For those of you watching who have not yet subscribed, my only ask is that if you like the content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that bell for future notifications. It's absolutely free. There's no commitment, no obligation. Doing so will only let you know when I put out future content. So now that that's out of the way, without further ado, pitter patter, let's get at her. So as I talked about in the intro, this week I'm on board the MSC Meraviglia. I boarded an 11-night cruise out of the Brooklyn Cruise Port in New York with ports of call in Port Canaveral, Miami, Costa Maya, and where we are today, Cozumel, Mexico. So I decided to do this ship tour and review today as most of the passengers have disembarked to partake in various excursions. So this will provide me an opportune time to show you everything both inside and outside the ship with minimal distraction and minimal crowds. The capacity of this ship is 4,500 passengers based on double occupancy, 5,300 plus at maximum occupancy. So yeah, this is a big ship. The dimensions compared to the regular cruise line which I sail, which everybody knows is Celebrity. The ship MSC Meraviglia is 1,036 feet long with a beam of 141 feet and has 19 decks. Although really it only has 18 decks. Because one of the strange things that's different on board an MSC cruise ship that you don't see on more US-based cruise ships is there is a deck 13. However, there is no deck 17. So that must be a European thing. If you know what that's about, put a comment below. And as a footnote, before we get into the tour, I will let you know that this is my first time on board an MSC cruise ship. I've spent the last 4 or 5 days wandering around the cruise ship, learning pretty much everything that I can about the various amenities and things to do. I've discovered a couple of neat places to go to hang out if you want to be quiet, and I'll definitely show you where those are. So where we'll begin, as always, as we do on this channel, we're going to start on deck 5, which is the lowest deck where all of the public areas and amenities start, and then we'll work our way up and include all of the interior areas first. Then we'll move outside and cover all of the exterior areas of the cruise ship. So this is a big ship, so sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink, and stay tuned, because here we go. All right, so welcome back. We're currently located, as you can see, at the Waves restaurant at the aft portion of deck 5. And through these doors, we'll take you into the main dining area. Now, Waves restaurant is one of 3 main dining areas. This restaurant is the only one that's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's currently closed right now, so I don't have access to it. However, this is not the dining room that I'm currently assigned to. I'm assigned to the Panorama restaurant, which is the restaurant that is for people who have anytime or my choice dining, as they call it on MSC. One of the things you'll notice on an MSC cruise ship is there are aft and forward elevator banks, and there are banks of elevators on both the port and the starboard side, as you can see here. So these are the port side elevators, and we'll work our way forward into the infinity atrium, and this area is quite elegant and very stunning, as you're about to see. So coming out of the aft elevator location, as you can see, you have a baby grand piano, a little stage area. At night they have live music, live entertainment. And going around, we'll give you a full 360 of the infinity atrium area as it's located starting on deck 5. Directly in front of us is the customer service area, where you can go if you have any issues with your stateroom, any questions, concerns. They can take care of you in the guest relations customer service area. Moving around to the port side, you will find the excursions desk. So in here, if you have not yet booked pre-cruise an excursion, then this is where you can come to book an excursion. Again, I always recommend, regardless of cruise line, that you book your excursions pre-cruise, because that is where you will get the best pricing and selection. They also have these giant tablet computer things here. So what you do here is you tap your SeaPass card here, or your ship card as they call them on MSC, and then from here you can look at all the different excursions and options available at the time once you're on board. And this is the infinity bar area, and it's closed right now because most of the passengers again are in port, but it does offer a full selection of all beverages. And at every bar on board this cruise ship, you have the option of ordering pretty much any type of coffee beverage that you want. It's very similar to the coffees that you'll get at a Cafe El Baccio on a celebrity cruise ship. So again, very elegant, very stunning. And here's the piece de resistance, the stairways leading up to deck 6. So that's where we're headed now. And these are Swarovski crystal staircases. Absolutely stunning. And here's a view of deck 5 from deck 6, looking down. So here's a bit of an aerial view of the Baby Grand and the stage area, inlaid with Swarovski crystals from deck 6. And again, because we're at port, you'll note that all of the shops are closed. However, on deck 6 is where all of the shopping opportunities are. This is the MSC store, and again, it has pretty much all the collectibles and mementos of anything and everything MSC. Moving around straight ahead, we're into the photography or photo gallery area. Again on deck 6, working our way around, heading aft. They have a variety of photography items, GoPros, and what have you. The prices are not the greatest, so I would not recommend purchasing a GoPro here. I'm sure you can get a better price in your hometown. However, in the event of emergency, if you lose your GoPro or you need an emergency replacement, you can definitely do that here. And these are the crystal stairways heading up to deck 7. One thing I'll say, the ship came into service in 2017, just before the pandemic, and then it sat idle pretty much in dry dock or at anchor somewhere for the better part of 3 years. So to the hallway here is your stairways and elevators. Again, if I haven't already mentioned it, 2 banks of elevators forward and aft, both port and starboard. And you need this amount of elevators, especially when there's 4,500 to 5,000 people plus on board this cruise ship. So this takes us to the second main dining area, and L'Orée restaurant. And this is a designated seating time restaurant. So on this cruise, at any rate, is 5:30 and 7:30 dining time. So they're allowing 2 hours for each sitting. Quick look around in here. The decor and the ambiance is very similar to Waves. The only difference being is there's 2 directly across, so it's one restaurant, but there's 2 sections, both port and starboard. So another quick look around here. As you can see, they're getting things ready for tonight. And working our way all the way aft is the dining room that I'm assigned to. And you can see this, give us a 360 of this entryway. You can see the hundreds of bottles of wine in this lit atrium. Very elegant, very classy, and quite stunning. And this is the entryway to the Panorama restaurant. Which is the 3rd dining venue. And this is where all the people with My Choice dining will come to be seated and enjoy their dinner. Now the Panorama restaurant is currently closed. The doors are locked. I already checked earlier, so I don't have access to it. But the ambiance and decor is virtually the same as the other 2 dining rooms that I just showed you. Now with My Choice dining, the only guests on board that have My Choice or anytime dining are the guests that are in the Aurea class booking, which I happen to be. So I have access to the Panorama restaurant, and pretty much similar to any other cruise ship, you show up while the dining room's open anytime you like and enjoy your dinner. All right, we're going to move our way forward towards the main shopping area on deck 6. and we got some spectacular stuff coming. We're back in the Infinity atrium area of deck 6. And Shock, another bar where you can get coffee and all of the beverages of your choice. Moving forward, we have our fashion jewelry location, which in this case is, ironically, a Swarovski crystal store, as you can see just beyond the MSC logo. All right, so I don't know what this is officially called. I've looked on the map and it just says shopping. So I'm going to call this the mini mall shopping area, because that's really what this is. And where I'm looking at right now is, if you've ever been to Las Vegas on Fremont Street, well, this is basically a duplicate or a replica of the ceiling. At nighttime, they have different shows with music. They have different themes. And as you can tell, it's absolutely stunning. Now this little shopping area, in addition to the Infinity atrium, this is where you're going to find all of the specialty dining on deck 6 and deck 7. So this atrium, or this area we're about to go through, covers 2 decks, deck 6 and 7, and we're starting aft and working our way forward towards the bow of the ship. And everything I've noticed on this ship, absolutely spotless. There's not a lint ball, a dust bunny, nothing. This place is immaculate. And this is La Vitrina, which is some type of a bath and beauty shop. There's MSC hand sanitizer stations all over this ship. Moving to our right, this is the Plaza Meraviglia. This is where they have daily sales, attractions, things that are on display, all kinds of different activities. There's a Bulova store in there where you can get, obviously, watches. In here, this location right over here, there's a store, there's a liquor store in there. They also sell snacks, chips, candy bars, what have you, for your stateroom. So right up here we have Jean-Philippe Crepes and Gelato, and this is specialty dining, or AKA not included in your basic cruise fare. So on this side you have a variety of different crepes. So these are just displays. These aren't the actual crepes, but it gives you a good idea of what you can expect to receive should you come to Jean-Philippe Crepes and indulge in these culinary delights. Now these signs are LED, so there is quite a bit of flicker, but hopefully you can see the different options and prices. And now we've moved over to the right side, where all of the gelato and sorbet is. And look at that. Absolutely amazing. I must admit, the bus man has been here twice so far on this cruise, and I can attest and testify that this is absolute deliciousness. And one more time, again, pardon the flicker, but as you can see, you can get cups, 1 or 2 scoops with various toppings, or you can have a waffle cone with various toppings. I don't bother with, I just get the cup, and with 2 scoops and a cup it was $6.50 plus 18% gratuity, so you're looking a little over $7 for 2 scoops. Worth every penny. So one thing that you're going to see all over the place on MSC cruise ships are these cruise card activation points. So unlike other cruise lines, one of the first things that you should do when you get on board after you get your sea pass or your ship card from your stateroom is find one of these machines, follow the instructions, and essentially you just tap your sea pass card and then follow the prompts. You use this to activate one of your credit cards or your preferred method of payment. And if you don't have a credit card or don't want to use a credit card, then you can actually do a cash deposit to cover your expenses on board, because like any other cruise ship, you use your ship card or sea pass card to pay for all of your purchases. Everything gets charged to your room. So unlike other lines where you can activate or register your credit card online through the app or the website, you cannot do that with MSC. It has to be done on board. These terminals are everywhere, so make sure on your embarkation day that you activate your credit card or register your credit card through these activation portals. All right, so now we're going to move into the second half of this little mall shopping area, and we're going to start to the left at Hola Tacos, where I did eat the other day. I didn't do a review because there was just absolutely terrible lighting in here. The footage that I took was way too dark to use. However, it is what it is. I can tell you when I do my final thoughts and review of this cruise ship, Hola Tacos was very good quality food. And so if you're wondering whether or not to come to Hola Tacos, the busman says it's on the list and is busman approved. This is specialty dining, and I will put up the prices and the menu from the app. And it costs roughly $18 plus 18% gratuity to come here. And it's all you can eat, unlimited, which is deal of the century. All right, so this is the Jean-Philippe chocolate. I'm going to call it chocolate factory because that's what it is. If you're a chocolate aficionado, connoisseur, glutton, whatever you want to call it, this is the place to come. All the chocolate here is handmade, and I had one piece to sample. Unbelievable. Absolutely amazing chocolate. You can also, through one of the portals or terminals here, you can custom order chocolate to whatever it is that you want to have. So you go online, you pick your chocolate, you pick your toppings, you pick how much you want, but be warned, it ain't cheap. They also serve every variety of coffee that you can possibly think of. Absolutely amazing in here. Now this dragon is actually made from chocolate. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. And they have all kinds of different figures and things that they're working on all the time. So let's go check out some of these displays. And again, these are real. These aren't plastic. These are made from chocolate. And here we have one of the crew. How are you, my friend? Excellent. Hard at work as always, eh?
How's the chocolate?
Yes. I've been here and I can attest it's excellent. So, thank you. They're in the process of making some kind of giant Easter egg. You have a sail ship back there. A football. Probably my guess would be in preparation for the Super Bowl. working our way around. More chocolate figurines. Absolutely amazing. High end, high class. This entire area, we'll just take another look at it from a different angle. And I'm really digging this because there's nobody here. I'm the only one on this promenade or shopping area or whatever you want to call it. Here's another view of some more of the interesting things that you can find on board the MSC Meraviglia in their promenade area, shopping area, plaza, whatever you want to call it. All right, we're going to continue working our way forward from Jean-Philippe Chocolate, moving towards our right. How are you?
I'm all right, you?
Excellent. So this is the last bar area forward on deck 6. It's the Meraviglia Bar and Lounge, right next to Jean-Philippe Chocolate. Again, it's coffee and every cocktail or drink that you could possibly want you can find here. They have a stage there for where they have live music. This is a venue where you're going to see a lot of parties, loud music, entertainment. It's all part of the atmosphere and motif in this particular area of the ship. They have a nice little dance floor here. We have another jewelry store, another boutique store, La Galleria, various clothing stores. If you've got the money, they've got the product. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. So we're working our way into the forward elevators. Again, starboard side and port side. So now we're all the way forward. We're at the Broadway Theater. I'll get some pictures of the interior of the theater, and I don't have access to get in. However, as you can see, this is another one of the differences. Unlike any other cruise line I've been on, they do not allow any food or beverage, nor do they serve any food or any beverage during the shows in the theater. So with regard to the theater, I can tell you the quality of the shows are there so far on this cruise. We've had some singers, we've had a Broadway style show, we've had a comedian, tomorrow we're having a magician, tonight we have a variety act, a juggler, a singer, so we'll see what that's all about. This theater holds approximately 800-ish guests at a time, and in order to accommodate the variety of or the quantity of passengers that there are, there's 3 show times per night. The shows are at 7, 8:30, and 10 p.m. Another difference or something that you're going to see on MSC, it is strongly suggested, highly recommended. It's almost a thou shalt and a must do. Make sure that you use the MSC app or go to one of those boards that I'm about to show you in about 2 minutes. Reserve your seats online prior to, it's usually the day before, because if you don't reserve your seat, there's a good chance that you ain't gonna get in. So again, unlike other lines, pretty much everything you do on board this ship is based on a reservation system. So to be forewarned is to be foretold. Oh, it's true. So again, all over the cruise ship, you're going to find these digital boards. And as I talked about earlier, it's all touchscreen. Down below right here, you swipe your CPAS card, and that'll enable you to, for example, if I click theater shows, you can see the 3 shows that are up here on the screen right now. So you have comedy, Dave Rave, which is on tonight, which I'm booked to see. You have Wonderville Presents Home of Magic, and Nikki Bennett's A Piece of My Heart. So I've reserved already online using the app a seat for all of these shows. So if you wanted to book Dave Rave, then you can see the first show time at 7, second at 8:30, third at 10, as I've already covered. And then you would click this reserve button. But again, to do so, you must have swiped your ship card or CPAS card first. So we'll just click the home button. And then, so the theater is just one thing. You can also do specialty dining. You can book excursions, specialty restaurants. There's pretty much everything that you would want to do or need to do. If you don't have a cell phone or don't want to use the app, maybe, then you can do it, I guess, for lack of a better term, manually by using these digital boards and your CPAS card. All right, that pretty much covers all of the accessible areas that I have access to on deck 6. So I've moved up to deck 7, and we're at the bow of the ship or the front of the ship, and we'll work our way aft on deck 7. At the very front of the ship or bow of the ship on deck 7 is the spa. And in the spa, you have all of the usual things that you'll find on a cruise ship. You have barbershops, salons, waxing treatments, laser treatments, every treatment that you can think of that you'll find on pretty much any cruise ship. And on the port side, adjacent to the barber shop here and the hair salon right over here, is the thermal area. So the thermal area is actually one of the best thermal suite areas that I've seen so far in my little cruise career, as it were. So inside there's 3 different types of steam rooms with different ambiances of lighting, different temperatures. They have an ice room, which is freezing cold. They have aromatherapy showers, whirlpools, steam baths, massage chairs, heated chairs, you name it, they got it. It's absolutely amazing in there. I did, off camera, take a quick look inside to see if I would be able to do some footage of it. Unfortunately, there are quite a few people in there right now, and to respect their privacy, I'm not going to go in there with a camera and start recording everybody in various states of undress. So you'll just have to take my word for it. That thermal suite area is spectacular, well equipped. So you'll have to check the MSC app because the prices for access change depending on length of cruise. However, if you are an ARIA level guest, which I am, it's included as part of your cruise fare. Make sure you take advantage of the thermal suite. It's absolutely amazing. It's total relaxation, rejuvenation. You just don't want to not use it because it is included in your cruise fare. So take advantage. All right, so we've just left the spa area at the very front of deck 7, and we're now back into the atrium area, the shopping area. Some people, again, might call it the Grand Plaza, whatever. This gives you kind of an aerial view of what's going on. Now, on the starboard side, which we're going to go to next, shock, another bar. This is the TV studio and bar area. So it's another place where you can come to kick back, relax. Plenty of chairs, plenty of seating, as you can see. And we're just going to walk down the starboard side here. The decor in here is very nice. And as you can see, they have various TVs, sports venue. They play sports in here, whatever happens to be playing. There's a stage area, as you can see. They do a lot of trivia, game shows, this type of stuff in here. But it's a good place to kick back. One thing, again, there's no shortage of things to do or places to go on board this cruise ship. So I'm just gonna move to the right. There's a little crosswalk or walkway that takes you to the other side. So now we're looking forward. Down below is the Jean-Philippe chocolate and Hola Tacos. So we're going to continue walking across here to the next location, which is currently closed, which is the Brass Anchor Pub. And this is a typical, what you'd expect to see in an Irish pub. So we're just going to walk inside and take a look around. Again, it's currently closed. They have some soccer being played right now. All the beers on tap. Gives you a good idea. Now this is pay to play in here. So if you have a drink package, you can get drinks that are within your price category based on whatever drink package you have. However, any of the food that you order in here is at an upcharge. All right, so we've now left the Brass Anchor Pub and we're working our way towards the aft of the ship. And this area here, as you can see, is the sushi bar. And again, this is not included. This is all at an extra expense. And again, check the MSC website or your app because you can purchase a la carte. You can also purchase beverage or dining experiences, not beverage experiences, dining experiences. Kato Sushi and Bar and Teriyaki. Now across is from this location on the other side, which you can access using the walkway, which is what we just crossed over here, is the Butcher's Cut. This is their steakhouse, and I'm going to be going there tonight. So adjacent to the sushi bar is the Hato Teppanyaki restaurant. Again, another premium specialty dining restaurant. And as you can see, you sit around the table and there's grills and they cook your food directly in front of you. You have your choice of chicken, beef, various flavor types of fish. And this one is one of the more expensive options. However, as everybody knows on this channel, I'm not a big fish eater. Most of the selections are fish. So I've decided not to attend this particular venue mainly because the majority of the items they have in here I don't eat. But they do have a teppanyaki restaurant for those of you who do want to partake in these indulgences. All right, working our way back. Again, we're now entering, we're on the port side of deck 7, entering the infinity atrium area, and in this particular spot, as you can see, is an extension of the casino where they have a multitude of different types of slot machines. The denoms on all the slot machines are typically penny, 2-cent, nickel, 10-cent, $1 and $5, depending on what game you're playing. So I'll just take a quick look through here and you can have a even though all the slot machines are off and not functioning right now because we're at port. You can see all the varieties of different games, mostly a lot of the Lock It Link games, Coin Trio, Huff and Puff, Buffalo Ascension, Mystery Lamp right here. Pretty much every type of slot machine that you could find in any Vegas style casino. Huff and More Puff, Thunder Drums. So I think you get the idea. And again, you can charge slots to your CPass card, or they take cash. I think it's the only place on the cruise ship that you can actually use cash is the casino. So here we are from deck 7, and another view of the Infinity Atrium. I can never get enough of this. Absolutely stunning. Another look at these stairways. So this is the champagne bar, and it's not complicated. It is exactly what it sounds. So if you like to indulge in higher end or more premium champagnes, then this is the place to come. And if you have the premium drinks package, well, be prepared for an upcharge, because you can have champagne within the drink package, but they have stuff here that will put your credit card on a defibrillator. But nevertheless, again, if you're a connoisseur of champagne, this is where you want to come. And they have additional seating, which is, even though the chairs look kind of awkward, they actually are very comfortable. So adjacent to the champagne bar right here is the future cruise vacation area. So if you're, as always, like on any cruise line, take advantage of the opportunity to book a future cruise while you're here. So for MSC, like other cruise lines, you'll get a reduced deposit, greater flexibility. You can cancel or change a cruise for free without penalty. You get their best price guarantee. You double up on your points for the cruise, and you can still use your travel agent, transfer the booking to your travel agent like you can on any other cruise. We're entering towards the aft of deck 7. Again, this is the port side elevators. Moving across, way back down over here will be your starboard side elevators, so we won't bother going through all of that. And this takes us, if you walk right down the middle, towards the casino. So here we are at the Casino Imperial. All right, the casino is currently closed, so I don't think I'll get in any trouble or get kicked out of here for filming. However, no guarantees. So as you can see here, they have a craps table, and they have blackjack, pai-gow poker, baccarat, video poker, digital or electronic slot machines, a multitude of different other types of slot machines, as you can see here. Now, one thing they have here that they don't have necessarily on all other types of cruise brands or different lines is a coin pusher. I sat here last night and watched some people playing coin pusher. It seems like a bit of a long shot to me, but they were definitely having fun. And of course, in the casino, you have a bar where they do play pretty much every type of sport on the TVs that you can think of. Moving across to the other side of the casino. Oh, shock, more slots. Who knew? So again, quick look. They have a U-switch type slots where you can pick from 7 or 8 different types of games. You'll probably recognize More Coin Trio, Buffalo Gold Revolution, Huff and Puff, Huff and More Puff, Dancing Drums. So I think you get a pretty good idea. And again, the denoms I've already covered. So yeah, it's a decent little casino. So inside the casino, the one thing I'll tell you is that gets a thumbs down from the bus man. It's no bueno. Is at nighttime when you come in here, this place reeks of cigarette smoke. MSC still allows smoking in the casino. So if you have allergies or you don't want to be around the smell of cigarette smoke, do not come to the casino, because last night it was a fog of cigarette smoke in here. I don't know why in today's day and age they still allow smoking in the indoor areas, but they do. All right, we're going to continue working our way aft, checking out some of these other slots. Again, they got a pretty decent selection of slots in here. There's a number of games here that I've never seen or heard of before that I don't necessarily play. I'm more of an old school 3-reel type slot machine guy. However, there is money to be made and lost. So this takes us to the last location, which is the Carousel Lounge. Now this is a theater, and as you can see the signs, rehearsal in progress, do not enter, so I don't have access. However, I will put some clips and footage up of some B-roll that I took when I was at the show last night. So the Carousel Theater hosts two different types of shows. They are paid shows. They're not included in your cruise fare, and they're intended to be more higher end Cirque du Soleil type of entertainment. The first one is Houdini. The second one is Rock City. I've attended both, and they were equally entertaining. Rock City is a tribute to different types of rock and roll from days gone by, mostly 80s, 90s type music. There is one song in here, ridiculous, off the hook, off the chain. The rendition of Purple Rain, bar none, was insane. That one song alone was worth the $18 price of admission. Sick. At any rate, yeah, so if you come here, the cost of the shows is $18, and it includes a beverage. They call it a complimentary beverage. I didn't partake because they were not to my taste. However, if you decide to attend this venue, it gets a thumbs up from the bus man. Both shows were very entertaining, and for $36, you get an hour and a half of entertainment. All right. So as I work my way back towards the Infinity Atrium, I can tell you that we're going to be heading up to cover the interior areas, starting on deck 18, baby. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, so we've arrived at deck 18, and we're going to be heading into the forward-most area that you can access on this end of the ship. So the way the ship is designed and structured, there are only certain areas, both indoor and outdoor, that you can access from the aft elevators, and then there's other areas that you can access by only going through the forward elevators. So at this point, I'm going to be covering both of the outdoor and indoor areas that I can show you from the aft elevator portion, starting with the Sky Lounge. So here we go. All right, so we just came off of the starboard elevators. We're on deck 18, as I just said, working our way forward. This is an adult-only area, and this is the Sky Lounge. So this is a good area to come if you want some relative peace and quiet. It's a good place to come if you just want to read an iPad or a book. Just kick back and relax and enjoy the views. You also have a good view of the main pool area, or the Lido deck, as it were. So again, if you're unfamiliar with the layout of this cruise ship, I would strongly recommend that you actually take some time and read and study, for lack of a better term, the deck plans, which are available on the MSC app. This lounge behind me, the Sky Lounge, isn't that easy to find. The only way you can access it is on deck 18 through the aft elevators. And it's at the forward-most location that you can get to from deck 18 aft elevators. You cannot get to this location if you're using the forward elevators. So that did cause me some confusion on day one, because I knew there was a Sky Lounge overlooking the pool area. I couldn't find it because I was using the wrong elevators. So there you go. All right, exiting the Sky Lounge. We're just gonna continue down this corridor, which takes us to the activities area of the ship. To the left, you have men's and ladies' washrooms here. Hello.
Hi.
So if you have kids and you're looking for additional activities for your kids to participate in, this is where you want to come. Deck 18. So in here you have some activities. I'll just take a shot in here. This area is empty, which is why I'm recording in here. There's no kids in here right now. A little hallway. And then welcome to the Lego Mini and Juniors Club, which is in this location through these doors. To the right, it's actually one deck below on deck 16. Again, we're on deck 18, but there's no deck 17 on this cruise ship. You have a full basketball court, exercise court, what have you. Hola. Hello. How are you?
How about you? I am good, thank you. Welcome to the Kids Club.
The Kids Club. You want to tell all my YouTube subscribers what goes on here?
Okay. yeah, we entertain the kids, and inside you can play the Lego, and they can play the table soccer. We have Nintendo also. They can play, and the ping pong tournament we do also. And they're not just staying in the room. We also go outside to play some activities. Just like for example in the Sportplex, we play some sports. Also in the theater, so many activities that we do for the kids.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
No worries.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. Have a good
All
day.
right, have a good day.
Oh, there you go. We keep. There's always something to do for everybody, including the kids. So now we're entering what's called the Attic Club area. So there's a quick shot of this area. It's like a little dance area, little hangout area. And this is the Horizon Pool and Amphitheater. This is the adult only area. And of course, another bar. How you doing, my man?
Good, sir.
Very good. So if you want to come to a pool area, this is adult only. You won't find any kids out here. They have stadium style seating. Again, this is deck 18 where we're on, but the pool itself is technically deck 16 at the aft end of the ship, as you can see. So again, as previously mentioned, if you're looking for a place to get away, it's a little more quiet, a little more relaxing, that has a pool and great views, well, this is the place to come. I'm just looking at the sign here. The Horizon Pool and Amphitheater, again, adults only, plenty of seating, great views, and this is the place to come to get away from those screaming kids. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. All right, so we left Do-Re-Mi land in the attic area up on deck 18 and directly below the Sky Lounge, and we've now gone to deck 16. So again, directly below the Sky Lounge is the gym. So let's go check it out. So for those of you who like to partake in the gym, here's a good view of, or a walk around of all the things they have. You can see they have machines, cross trainers, bicycles, treadmills. Working our way around to the other side. More bicycles and cross trainers, rowing machines, different forms of exercise equipment here, free weights. So again, deck 16, adjacent to the Lido deck, directly below the Sky Lounge. So from the gym, we'll work our way again forward or towards the bow of the ship. And this takes us from the gym into the Sportsplex area. So here we are working our way once again towards the aft of the ship. And in here we have a virtual games arcade to our left. Take a quick look in here. So you have a couple of motorcycle type video games, Aliens, Shoot 'em Up, Star Wars, some race car games, and pretty much the only thing that I would play here, which is the air hockey. So they do have and you can buy an entertainment card here. You can preload it, or you can also insert cash into those games. And to the right, the old school claw machines and other types of games where you can win prizes. To our left, you have the F1 simulator. This is an additional charge. I don't know how much it is right now. I haven't partaken in it, but basically you sit in a replica F1 car. There's a curved TV screen, HD screen of some type. We'll see if we can get a view of it from this angle here. Apologies for the reflection. So here's a view of the F1 car. That's the screen when you're sitting behind the wheel, and you get to simulate driving an F1 car. On the other side of the F1 simulator, you have a 4D cinema, which is very much like soaring over California. If you've ever been to Disneyland, it's very similar to that. Here you have a flight simulator. So again, you're sitting inside a machine, and it gives you kind of a virtual feeling of what it's like to be flying an airplane. And just over here, you have a bowling alley. Yes, a bowling alley on a cruise ship. And this is 10-pin bowling, not 5-pin. I haven't done it yet, but I'm likely to give it a try. So we're just moving out of the F1 simulator, flight simulator, 4D cinema. Again, there's another bar here where you can get coffee. F1 simulator to the right. When you come out these doors, this takes you back to the horizon pool area. Again, this is the adult only area. Give you a view of what it's like at pool level. All right, so the next area I'm going to take you to that you can access from the aft elevators is the Deck 19 top solarium. So this is restricted to AREA level guests only. So if you're not an AREA level guest, you will not have access to the top solarium. However, I am AREA. So we're gonna walk through this area and check it out. Again, Deck 19 accessed from the aft elevators. Here we go. So as you can see, area reserved for AREA level guests only. And this is a top deck type solarium. And it does have a hot tub, as you can see directly in front of me. Several deck chairs. You have some lounge chairs. And just opposite, we have the Lido deck. And we're now facing towards the front of the ship, or the bow of the ship, if you will. So we're going to move towards the starboard side of the top deck solarium. And again, this is just an open deck seating area, so if you like to get sun, then this is the place to go. All right, so the top 19 solarium is directly behind me, and we've worked our way all the way towards the back or aft end of the ship. And now we're about to enter and check out the Aqua Park. Here we go. So again, this is the Aqua Park. I'm just going to continue to walk all the way around from the outside. And from here, all of these amenities are available for anybody to use. However, they were predominantly intended for children. So you have a rope course here, which you'll never catch me on because I don't like heights and those things. the view looking down is pretty much the entire height of the ship. And I don't know how tall this ship is, but we're 19 decks high, and that's too high for me. From the main deck, you can see they have water slides here. They have like a water recreation area with a little mini pool, water shooting everywhere. Another angle of it from this side. The back end of the aqua park, they have a little mini bar here. They have some snacks, a little seating area. Way up top there, that's the entrance to the water slide, as you can see. Working our way around the back end. This is the exit where we'll go back inside. All right, so at the back of the aqua park, there's another door which when you walk through takes you down a flight of stairs, which takes you back onto deck 18 where Do Re Mi Land is. And right now we're walking back towards the elevators adjacent to the Sky Lounge. So the only other place to go to from here is the buffet. So let's go check it out. All right, so we just took the aft elevator down to deck 15 and we've arrived at the Marketplace Buffet, which is the buffet on the MSC Meraviglia. So let's take a walk through that and see what it looks like. Coming in from this location to the left, you have a bar, which you can get quite a variety. They don't have the variety that the regular bars have. It's mostly wines. They don't have any hard liquors here, as you can see in behind. Lots of water, soft drinks, and a multitude of different wines. And of course, you can get any kind of coffee that you want. Turning around, you have a grill. I'm not going to get into a full review of the buffet. I'll save that for a different video. But the buffet here, as you're about to see, is absolutely massive. And the pizza station, best pizza at sea. I've had it multiple times, and the pizza on the ship is outstanding. So we're going to work our way to the right. Now when you enter the buffet, if you go all the way towards this corner I'm about to show you, I didn't discover this until today, and this is one of those little things that you should know, because if you have kids, they have a section here of the buffet that's dedicated just for kids. And here it is. Family and kids. So they have what I'm going to call child-friendly foods. It says reserved for kids. They got mac and cheese and chicken fingers, tater tots, an assortment of different things, hot dogs, hamburgers, that sort of thing. Right there is the Lido deck. As you can see, these doors lead out into the pool area. So a better description of where to find the family and kids section is if you come in off of the Lido deck, then into the buffet, you'll see this family kids area. This buffet is full. Like when you got 5,000 passengers all coming to the buffet for lunch, let me tell you, it's elbow to elbow, wall to wall, humanoid. There is no room to do anything. I'll get into that more in my buffet review. The intent of this is just to give you an idea of what the buffet looks like and where the various stations are. and the size of it. As I said, it's very, very big. And I think the only real issue the buffet has is the way it's laid out. There's plenty of space. I just don't think it's designed and laid out very well, because there are efficiencies that could be had. So another little tip I'll include in my buffet review, but there's more stations at the very, very end of the buffet. To my right, just out this way, is the outdoor eating area at the aft end of the ship. So I've been coming here to this location because for whatever reason, this end of the buffet is usually not that busy. People are getting most of their food from the front end of the buffet to heading towards the bow of the ship. The current time is about 3:30 in the afternoon, so they've kind of shut things down on this end, mainly because, again, most of the people are in Cozumel right now. All right, so I've stepped out onto the outdoor section of the buffet. There's your view of beautiful Cozumel. Excellent. There's plenty of seating out here. Again, the size of this ship just affords you to have a plentiful option of seating and space when you're at the buffet. We've just stepped back inside from the outdoor eating area. Overall, another thing about the buffet is it's pretty much, for the most part, the same food every day. There doesn't seem to be the variety that I've become used to on other cruise lines. And working our way around, this entrance takes us out to the Lido deck. So while we're here, we'll just take a look at the pool area, because we have to move across this area to get to the next area where the forward elevators are. So you can see they got this giant Titantron TV. So there's a close-up of the TV. It's LED, so we are getting some flicker. Hot tubs are located on deck 18, right above the Lido deck. As you can see, there are two hot tubs, one port, one starboard. All right, this ship never ends. From deck 16 on the Lido deck, I just showed you the pool and where the hot tubs were. So at the Lido deck, if you take the stairs up to deck 18 to access the hot tubs, from there, if you get out of the hot tub and walk straight, you'll come to the upper floor of the bamboo pool, which is really a solarium. On any other cruise ship, it would be called a solarium. However, unlike other cruise ships I've been on, there's actually two decks to the solarium. So of course, that's what we're doing today. We're going to check it out. Stay tuned. All right, so there are two hot tubs on the upper deck in addition to a plentiful amount of seating and lounge chairs. They also have foosball up here, so we're just going to walk towards the other side of the foosball tables. They also have ping pong here as well on occasion, and there it is to my right. So there's the other hot tub. They have table seating, lounge chairs, all kinds of stuff up here. And right now you'll note that the roof is open. So I'll just get a shot of the, that would normally be the roof. Yesterday, for example, this roof was closed, so it slides back and forth, weather dependent. So you have today additional pool area, aka bamboo, normally solarium. Let's go down to the lower floor. Arrived at the lower deck, so we're back on deck 16. And again, you have more seating areas over here, tables, lounge chairs, floor to ceiling windows with spectacular views. 2 more hot tubs down here. And this is where the bamboo bar is, right here. You also have a pool, which is 4.5 feet deep. It's quite nice in here. This bar is fully stocked, as you can see. It has all of your liquors, liqueurs, beers, wines. Again, more coffee. If you want a latte, cappuccino, espresso, what have you, it's all good. Unlike solariums on other cruise ships, this one is kid friendly. So other cruise ship solariums tend to be adult only, not so on this cruise ship. Again, to the back you have washrooms and other facilities as well. And we'll move on. So this is the Atmosphere bar. The bar at the pool, and again, full selection of drinks and coffees. Moving across to the other side of the Lido deck is where, just outside of the buffet, there's an outdoor grill and ice cream bar where you can get a variety of different foods. So let's go check it out. All right, so we've arrived at the grill area, and other than the condiments, you have an assortment of different pizzas with all the relevant toppings. You can get fresh fruit. You have those are like a spicy fry, chicken wings, french fries, hot dogs, hamburgers, different desserts, all your toppings. How you doing, brother? And then moving across to the other side, we have ice cream. There's the main man in charge of ice cream right here. And there's another bar on this side where you can partake in libations of your choice. And this is all soft serve. So everything at the Lido deck is included. So this ice cream is included, all the food's included, the buffet's included. It goes without saying, alcohol or any other types of beverages other than what's found at the buffet are not included in your cruise fare and will require a drink package or your requirement to pay a la carte on your SeaPass card. Well, I'm sitting back with a Diet Coke and Crown Royal after walking this ship for the last 2.5 hours, in real time anyway. I'm sure it'll be less than that after editing. I'm in the Infinity Bar on deck 5. Salut and a toast to all of my YouTube subscribers. Be sure to give me that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell for future notifications. And from Cozumel, Mexico, I'm wishing you all happiness, success, and happy cruising. And with that, I'm calling this ship tour on the MSC Meraviglia a wrap. I am the bus man. You take care, be well, and I'll see you on the road. Aye, aye, and goodbye. Peace. You take care, everybody. Until the next one.